Tēnā tātou katoa and good evening. This is Newshub Decision 2023 Election Night. I'm Ryan Bridge.
And I'm Samantha Hayes. I am fizzing. Who have Kiwis chosen to lead us all through the next 3 years? Well, pull up a pew, sit back, relax, and we'll take you through it all as the results, your votes, roll in live.
The campaigning is over. The billboards are down and almost all of the votes have been cast. The polls will close in 4 minutes, and in case you needed a reminder of how soon it is, 3 minutes and 26 seconds. We've got a big studio clock here to keep you up to date this evening.
Okay, joining us here on the desk will be a panel of experts tonight. We have Newshub political editor Jenna Lynch with us. Kia ora, I know you're fizzing.
I'm absolutely fizzing.
You are. We also have Julian Wilcox, host of Threes, the Hui. Tēnā koe, Julian.
Well, thank you for having me. And my mum's watching, so that's awesome.
Kia ora to Julian's mum. We also have a couple of other familiar faces with us. Outgoing Labour MP Stuart Nash. Hello, thanks for being here tonight.
Great to be here.
And a former National MP and Deputy Prime Minister Paula Bennett. Kia ora.
Kia ora.
You look terrified. You all right?
I've never been relaxed in an election night yet.
Not long to go now. And I just wanted, for those who are watching this evening, you might have noticed our desk is a lot bigger, and we did that for the Minister of Muscles, who's arrived tonight. He's come armed. He's come armed with the guns tonight. So nice to have you here, Stuart.
Great to be here, mate.
All right. Now, everybody knows, and Ian Foster knows this for tomorrow, it's all very well having a good team, but you need a good bench. Someone to spring in there on the field and pick up when things are getting a bit tired or boring around here. And we have political commentators Trish Scherson, Josie Pagani and Marnie Dunlop, who will be joining us throughout the night to unpack all of the results which are about to start coming in. We've got a team of reporters right around the motu tonight as well at all of the big parties and in all of the key electorates. We not only have the best analysis on offer for you tonight, but we also have state-of-the-art graphics to help us interpret the results as they come in, and for that, Patty Gower.
Yes, and here we are inside virtual reality right now, but I will make this your political reality tonight. I will show you how your vote becomes a seat in the New Zealand Parliament. This is the House of...
We're going to go to Patty for our countdown. We're almost at the close of the polls.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I popped back out of the Matrix, but it was pretty...
They're closed.
The polls are closed. The countdown is over. Now 3 seconds to go, 2 seconds to go, 1 second to go. The polls are closed. It was the biggest clock I'd ever seen. I didn't get to use it. It was bigger than my clock radio. But I was slow getting in here because Linda was on the way out and I didn't want to get zapped.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the polls have closed. It is 7 o'clock. Good evening. If you're just joining us, welcome to Newshub Decision 2023 Election Night. 1 Chris, 2 Chris, red Chris, blue Chris, whether it's Hipkins or Luxon as Prime Minister for the next 3 years, we will start to get a picture of that very shortly right here on the program. And let's go to our panel now. Jenna Lynch is with us tonight, former Deputy Prime Minister Paula Bennett, Stuart Nash and the Hui host Julian Wilcox. Tēnā koe. Thank you for being here, guys. I want to start with you, Jenna, the ACT Party next door.
Maybe everybody have some.
Right, let's go to Wellington because we're in the Hutt Valley tonight with Chris Hipkins and Alexa Cook is outside his house. Alexa.
Hey guys, I'm outside Chris Hipkins' house. He's been having a really chilled out family day. He's gone for a walk with his family.
It's on the coattails of people like Winston Peters. Now, heading down further to the Big Smoke, where we're standing right now, and the Tamaki seat, this is where ACT's Brooke Van Velden is going to try and do what I'm calling Mission Bay Impossible. So she's got a chance. We'll be keeping a very, very close eye on this seat. Now, in terms of other ones, Wellington Central. Grant Robertson left the seat. His mate Ibrahim Omar has come in, but there's something going on here. It's called Tama Split. We've seen this happen before, right here where I'm standing in Auckland Central with Chloe Swarbrick. And could it happen in Wellington? Down into Christchurch. And look at them.
They were polling a couple of weeks ago as the ACT Party, and our very own Isabel Ewing is at the ACT HQ tonight. Isabel, how's the vibe check?
Yeah, Ryan, look, this is a bit of a plot twist for you. We're actually in the same...
Māori headquarters there at the Sedema Hotel in Rotorua. Orini Kaipara is there for us. There she goes. Orini, kia ora. How are things shaping up this early on in the evening?
Yeah, well, It's actually warmed up quite a bit. And
what's the plan? Well, obviously, such an outcome would be a vindication. The memories of the last time we were here in 2020.
It's going to be a fascinating night. Julian, thank you for your thoughts. We're going to go back to Paddy G. Paddy, you've got some tech here to show us the flip wall.
Yes, this is the flip wall. These are what was the big red wall, and will definitely not be a big red wall anymore, because on numbers like that, with the National Party over 40%, they are going to knock this thing. What the exact results are doing right now to these now. Look at this, boom. Look at all this blue that is coming here. Nearly the whole red wall is collapsed. That is huge. All right, we'll go now. We'd like to stay in Wellington, I think, and we'll have a look at another great sort of part of the city there, Ohariu, where it is also windy. And yes, the winds of change are blowing, but it's a blue wind this time around. Nicola, let's have a look at Ireland. More interesting stuff happening down in Christchurch. Boy, oh boy, this is... Oh no, Nelson, I like it too. It's on the way to Christchurch, and it's a really it's a really sunny place to stop. If you're driving, it's a great place to spend the night. It's getting close there.
No, you'll know all of that.
All right.
Okay, we're going to take a little bit of a break now.
Yeah, enjoy these results as they come up and they come through. We're going to stay with you right throughout the night tonight. You are watching Newshub's Election 2023 special coverage. We'll be back in just a moment.
No mai hoki mai, welcome back to this Newshub special Decision 2023 election night, and the numbers are coming in. It is looking good for National, Ryan, is it not?
Look at that. I have to say, Chris Luxon's looking pretty happy up there with 40.9%. This is with just 16% of the vote counted, but who would have seen...
The leader of the deputy leader of ACT, do you think that she's done enough?
Yeah, and I just think there's some other seats there, like Mount Roskill for Labor, Mount Albert. I mean, these...
Yeah, thank you so much for your comments, everybody. All right, we're going to go now to Remuera, where we have got our Newshub correspondent, Amanda Gillies, on the case. Amanda, you're outside Christopher Luxon's house. What's he been doing with himself this election day?
Good evening, kia ora, Sam.
That you're seeing on your screen actually mean in a parliament. What better place to go than Paddy's Parliament? He's having a coalition premonition this evening. Paddy.
Yes, welcome to my house, and with nearly 20% of the vote counted, this really starts to count now. Things really do start to lock in. This is just the right time to see how your parliament is looking. And as I've said, it's not a blue wave that has hit, it is a blue NAMI. The blue moon is on the rise, with the New Zealand National Party, get this, getting 52 seats in the parliament. They are making some serious moves. Now, the ACT Party, which we've just spent a lot of time talking about what Brooke Van Velden is doing there, they get 11 seats, okay? That is 60% of the vote counted. Look at it right there. Look at all that blue, and then that shaft of yellow light coming through and shutting out Winston Raymond Peters from any real sort of kingmaker status on these numbers.
Okay, Paddy, thank you so much. Gosh, it's striking, isn't it, when you see it like that?
Yeah, it's fascinating.
That's just the results laid out for you. We're going to go back now to ACT HQ, downtown Auckland.
They'll be happy.
Right next door to the Greens, yeah. ACT is at the Maritime Room. We've got Isabel Ewing there live. And Izzy, you're speaking to Andrew Hoggart, who's standing in...
Oh, look, I'm just really excited that the work of all of our volunteers here in Tamaki looks like it could pay off, but I don't want to suggest that we have won Tamaki yet, because there are still many, many votes to count.
Really intriguing stuff happening with the Māori Party, who are ahead at the moment, believe it or not, in 5 of the 7 Māori seats as well. So, like I said, Labor, again, getting destroyed. Doesn't matter whether it's their friends or their enemies.
Sorry, Paddy, but we are going live to Christopher Luxon's house in Remuera. It is...
Outposts for a long time, see the water coming and start to get nervous. They start to get worried, and they start to get distinctly uncomfortable. One of those people will be Megan Woods. She will be uncomfortable at the moment out there. In fact, it's almost like the Labor Party's computer has crashed.
Yeah, right now computer is saying no for the Labor Party. Yeah. And you're right, this blue NAMI, this blue bulldozer...
I reckon we've got to put a stop to blue NAMI, because it sounds too much like...
for a new born.
if you've had babies around, you exactly know what we're talking about.
Honey knows what I mean.
What I mean.
It's a poo NAMI if you're from the Labor Party.
Oh,
Well, actually, if you live in Auckland right now, you'll know all about the punami that's going into the harbour.
Well, that is a fact. That's happening, yeah.
Hey, we're going to go, because just on these numbers, the second, you would have seen two names there, Nicola Willis just here tonight, and what we are looking at, if you're looking at the numbers on your screen, is potentially the worst result for Labour since 2014, since David Cunliffe's days, with 26% of the vote counted. And New Zealand is, on these numbers, on track for a brand new Prime Minister by the name of Christopher Luxon. You're watching Newshub's Election 2023 special coverage. We'll be back in just a moment.
Those are live pictures coming in from Hawera. You can see their co-leader of Te Pāti Māori, Debbie Ngāriwapaka, performing with the Pātia Māori Club. Now, you've performed with them, Julian.
Yeah.
How's she doing?
She's okay, actually. The hand actions weren't that bad. No, I'm a very harsh critic.
Right now, and it is going to just keep on rolling, in my view.
It's leaving people bruised and bloodied in its wake by the looks of it, at 28% of the vote counted right now. And it's not just...
And the same answer each time. I couldn't be less interested.
OK, all right. Well, there's 1,100 votes in it. We'll keep a close eye on it. Thanks so much for your time. That's Kieran McAnulty there. Gosh, it's edge. Couldn't be less interested, it's not a no.
These will be the rural boos that have Mike ahead, so I suspect Kieran will hold that, but its majority will have been slashed.
Yeah, okay. It's a very interesting, as you say, it is early days. There are still lots of boos to be counted. And the percentage that we're talking about, by the way, is the percentage of boos, not percentage of votes, just as a point of clarification. Right now, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're talking about Labour fighting a war, fighting a battle on two fronts. In the urban areas from the Green Party tonight, and some of these rural and provincial seats from the National Party as that blue wave, whatever it is, rolls through. We'll be back on Newshub's live election special next.
Well, they're happy.
Yeah.
And Laser Kiwi does something other than say takite to MPs who will not be returning to Parliament. She's also able to...
Linda is not a one-trick pony.
Back.
Take a look at
so
this.
Let's take a look at this. Oh, here she comes. OK, Laser Kiwi.
Do you want to press that? Because you haven't pressed it yet.
I haven't, actually. You've been hogging Laser Kiwi.
Wait till you see this trick. This is going to blow your mind, New Zealand.
OK, are we ready for this? This... Oh, God.
This is weird, guys.
This is a little weird. But she's actually birthing an MP. So this is a brand new MP coming to Parliament.
The laser eyes, there we have him. That is the birth of Andrew Hoggard, former Fed Farmers president. He's going to be in the Parliament for the ACT Party. Look at that. How do you feel about that, guys?
I have to go back and live in Parliament after we do this. I have to go back down here and try and remain a shred of dignity after we've just hatched MPs all over the floor.
Wait till we get to Winston.
I know.
But Trish, Andrew Hoggard, so he's come in on the list, right? This is an ACT Party MP. He's not going to win that Rangatiki seat, but he's coming in on the list.
Understandable. Thanks so much, Mike. We really appreciate that. Paddy, you've got an update for us on your big flip wall.
Yes, and I can tell you what this flip wall is doing. I can sum it up in one word. This flip wall is absolutely insane and blowing my mind. Now, remember, I was down here last election, but here is one that's looking pretty interesting. Mount Albert currently going blue. The West Coast, that is definitely not Mount Albert, though. It's in another island altogether, but it's a good spot. But I just want to give a massive shout-out to my favourite MP. I got mocked for saying how much I liked him. Maureen Pugh, you're out in front at the moment, and you could take this thing back. Let's go, Maureen, OK? Maureen is out in front.
New Zealand first tonight. We thought that was going to be top of the agenda, that he was going to be necessary, but it is not seeming to be the case. We're going to take a break here on our Newshub Decision 2023 election night coverage. We will be right back with you with our up to the second results. We'll see you shortly. Hoki mai anō, welcome back to this News Hub special election night decision 2023. Let's have a look at that. Gosh, 42% of the vote tonight so far going to Christopher Luxon's National Party, just 25.7 to Chris Hipkins' Labour Party. 10.4 for the Greens. I'm not sure they'll be that happy with that. They were polling up around the 14, weren't they? And 9.2 for ACT. New Zealand First getting across the line with 6%. I'd like to say welcome back to our panellists. Trish?
That she'd won the Prime Ministership.
Yeah, well,
Okay, it's...
plenty more rock stars to be born tonight, I
Yeah,
think.
and we might have to get out Laser Kiwi again, so just stay with us. There, it's all getting cracking now. It's 9:15. We've got a lot to come, so stick with us. We'll be back after this break.
Yes, good evening and welcome to Paddy's Parliament, and I can tell you what's happening here. It is raining blue, blue dubba dee dubba doo. I don't quite know how it goes, but it is going to rain blue in here as we turn this place into what your Parliament looks like as we translate your vote. And look at this. New Zealand has done what I call a Will Jordan. New Zealand has gone
Thank you for that. This is not what the polls suggested. This is not what was supposed to happen. This is not what we thought was going to happen. Somehow, with 42% of the votes counted right now, as Paddy says, Chris Luxon is in pole position to form a government, and he doesn't need Winston. Currently, 8 MPs they would get.
Showed the support, and that's what I was happy about.
Oh, that's beautiful. Hannah Rafferty might be Clark there.
Still too close to call.
It is very close. 963 votes in it with 47% counted. We're going to go to a break now. We will be back with more.
And when we do
next.
come back, we may have Christopher Luxon or Christopher Hipkins speaking to us. So do come back in just a few moments. No, my heart am I. Welcome to News Hub's election special for 2023. You're looking at a live shot from the ACT Party headquarters tonight. No, the Green Party. Do you know why I'm confused? Because they're both at the same venue.
Yeah, they are literally next door to each other. One's at the Lula Inn at the Auckland Viaduct, and one is right next door at the Maritime Room. You can tell it's the Greens because of all the greenery, Ryan. That's how you figure it out.
Dead giveaway.
Yeah, dead giveaway.
But partying not too far away is the ACT team. Take a look at my biscuit tonight, and you can see you need 61 seats to win based on current numbers. These are the results with 54% of the vote counted. You need 61 seats to win, and National and ACT with 51 and 12 do it together. They don't need Winston Peters on 8. You can see Te Pāti Māori with 4 seats on these numbers, the Greens with 13 and Labour with 33 seats. And that result for Labour means bad things, doesn't it, Paula, for some of the candidates, for some...
One sitting there, top. And they're on 2%.
Yeah. And but they've said they'll work with either side.
But, you know,
We're bringing the button out again. Okay, it is time.
Can we do some kind of... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, it's a bit like...
Linda's back.
My turn. Okay, let's go back. Here she goes.
Here she is.
All right, so
What's she going to do?
we're going to get Laser Kiwi to hatch an egg. Are we ready to go?
Come on, Linda, what do you got back there?
3, 2, 1.
Out she pops.
Oh, she's laying an egg. She's not sending someone off. We're welcoming
out.
somebody back to the Parliament. Who is it going to be? Oh, the laser.
She laces it open. What's a double yoga?
Oh, my Lord. We've got Winston Peters and Shane Jones.
It's a double yoker. Can I just...
New Zealand First winning 8 seats in this selection.
Can I just say
Back in the Parliament.
Congratulations and thank you to all of the hard work for all of our graphics people and AR people and whoever put all this together. We're going live now to the Hut. Chris Hipkins, the current Prime Minister, leader of the Labour, lost a seat in Dunedin since 1975. And to be that close is an absolutely incredible statistic to come out of tonight. We're going to take a quick break. This is Newshub's live election special. We'll be back with much more, maybe even hearing from the current Prime Minister and Labour leader Chris Hipkins when we return.
E ngā mana e na reo, rauranga tirama, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Thank you everybody so much for being here tonight, and thank you for everything that you have done over these last 6 weeks. We have run the biggest ground campaign, knocking on doors and calling people on phones that we have ever run.
Right, we're going to go make a call on the wall with Paddy Gower.
Yeah, and this is actually a proper call. It's not a Jules Wilcox, just chuck one out. It's a Newshub. No, it's a good kind of call, bro. It's a good kind of call. But you didn't have anything like this. Bang! We've got a winner in Wanganui. Look at this. Woo! Carl Bates has taken Wanganui. This was a Labour seat. They have flipped it. They've flipped it by quite a considerable margin as well. And Mr Bates will be heading down to Castlecliff Beach, no doubt, tomorrow for a picnic.
See what you're going to expect to see from the next Prime Minister.
OK, look, it's not too much of a drive from Remuera down to Shed 10, so we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I'm sure we're going to hear from the next Prime Minister of New Zealand, Christopher Luxon, leader of the National Party. Stick with us.
Welcome back to Newshub's live election special. You can see the results, the quite shocking results above us here in the studio. Christopher Luxon well out ahead with 39.6% of the vote. Chris Hipkins, who has just conceded this election on 26.5% for Labour, he is gonski, and we're about to crown a new Prime Minister. We're going to hear from him hopefully shortly as well. Very quickly, Trish, there was a lot made. This is Trish Jerson.
Don't like the negative
Speaking of winners, we're going to go now to Paddy Gower, who has got some winners to declare. Go for it, Paddy.
Absolutely. We've got Newshub calls to make, and there's nothing better than it sort of raining some kind of colour out here when we call an electorate. It is raining blue again in my hometown. Ngā New Plymouth actually has gone from red to blue. I'll tell you what, there's been some big wins there, by the way. People may have caught up.
We'll deliver. Now, earlier this evening, I took a call from Labour leader Chris Hipkins conceding the election.
Paula, thank you for that insight. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will hear from Christopher Luxon, the next Prime Minister of New Zealand. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back to Newshub's election special for 2023. What you're looking at is my biscuit, and what you can see on my biscuit is a government being formed, this between the National Party and the ACT Party. But just in the last little while, we've seen their numbers start to drop a little bit. You can see Nationals on 39.3.
He's a very inexperienced parliamentarian. What's his team going to be like?
All right, I've just heard that we do have Christopher Luxon to go to right now. So we're going to go to the incoming Prime Minister, Christopher Luxon. Congratulations, Christopher. How are you feeling?
Oh, look, great day for our team. We've worked so incredibly hard over the last 2 years.
Jerson, thank you so much for being on our panel tonight. We're going to have to say goodbye to you now and bring our other panellists back in, but do stick around. We're going to go to a break and Laser Kiwi is going to be back afterwards. You guys have been absolutely incredible. We've really enjoyed your analysis and all of your comments. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Bring back Linda.
Where is Linda?
Welcome back to this Newshub special.
We're tired.
We've just got a few minutes.
We're tired.
this might be falling off because we're going to bring out Laser Kiwi once again. Josie Pagani is back, wonderful commentator. And Josie, you're going to do the honours?
Yay!
Okay. Oh. Is she going? Is she going?
Hello, Linda. Here she is.
So what is Laser Kiwi up to this time? We've got some good news, right?
This is for my mate Efeso. At last, you're in Parliament, mate.
Efeso Collins is getting in on the green list. Linda the Laser Kiwi.
This is for you, Efeso.
This is hands down one of
The Greens are lucky to have you.
Yeah.
The Greens are lucky to have you.
I always heard that Newshub election nights were crazy, but I didn't realise they were this off-centre. So this is amazing.
Christopher Luxon thought we'd jump the shark with the dinosaur questions, but this is private.
Oh, Linda's got more tricks.
Oh
do you want to have it?
okay,
I'm going to come and move
Oh,
Linda.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm
going to come and move
I don't want to
Mission Orange. It's a
Don't bring
Mission
Linda
Orange.
near
Linda, do
me.
you want?
Linda's heavy.
Don't bring Linda near me.
Oh, you don't want Linda? Come on, Julian, you have a crack.
Credibility in
Yeah,
check.
Jenna, I
Just trying
agree.
to make me give Linda a Māori name.
I'm not
Okay.
thinking about it.
So as you cue me, I'm not very coordinated, so...
Okay, so...
Okay, here we go. Now, what are we doing? Are we hatching or
I don't
just...
We never know what Linda's going to do.
Okay,
She's got a mind of her own.
This one might be somebody on the way out.
There we go. Now, we're getting rid of some...
That's angry Linda. That's angry Linda. It's Michael Woodhouse.
Oh, it's Michael Woodhouse. Right, okay. So
Now, Woody was going either way, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He threw a tanty because he didn't get a high enough
Can I
list
move
ranking.
this away from me? Okay.
Yeah.
okay, we're going to go now to Lloyd Burr. He's at
The big test match that's called the next 3 years in the New Zealand Parliament.
Thank you so much, Paddy. He's just reminded me about the All Blacks playing
I know,
tomorrow morning
same.
at 8 a.m, which is not that far away, team.
I was just thinking that. Oh, that's right, the rugby.
Yeah, the rugby quarter-final.
Just keep
of the
going
World
all the way
Cup.
to 8 o'clock.
No.
We're on here at 9:30 tomorrow morning. We're on here at 9:30. I'll just keep going.
We will not be doing that.
Actually, that's a good point for those wanting to tune in tomorrow. What time?
We're on, the Hui's on at 9:30 and then Newshub Nation at 10 o'clock.
Oh,
Brilliant.
fantastic. Okay, that's
So we'll
a
be
really
back.
good reminder.
I'll
All
be
right.
back at 6 a.m. on Monday morning, okay?
Okay.
I promise.
Let's wrap up, Jenna. Thoughts, comments,
yeah.
feedback. Gosh,
Because they will determine which party MPs will get in for Labor on the dwindling list that they have.
getting-
We're going to finish with Linda.
Are you getting Laser Kiwi out so I can jump in the hole? Because I'm done. It's been a long
No,
night.
we're finished. We're finished.
Oh, Paddy hasn't had a go with Linda.
Go stand over
here we go,
Stand over there, Paddy. Get over there. There. Back a bit. Back a bit.
Here we go.
There, yeah.
Where's that? Go.
And you have to melt down. Hang on, wait for it.
Jump.
You have to start. Go melt. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching Newshub's election special for 2023. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you this program. Linda's saying goodbye to you all. My name is Ryan Bridge. It's been a pleasure to spend the night with you tonight.
I'm Samantha Hayes. Thank you so much, Marnie Dunlop, Josie Pagani.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Julian Wilcox.
Thanks, guys.
Jenna Lynch, Paddy Gower, Paddy G.
And to Paula and to
Stuart Nash. and Trish Sherson.
Trish Sherson. Thank you all. We will be back on
Ka kite
air
anō.
tomorrow morning on 3 Ka kite.
Kia ora.
Thanks for being with us.